So this week's been, or the last 2 weeks have been extremely chaotic just due to doctor's appointments and different interviews and things like that, meeting new people. And we've made a lot of progress over the last couple weeks. We have my cast off on my hand so I can use that kind of normally. It's still pretty swollen in certain spots just due to the calcification of the broken bones. I had rehab clinic, which is where I talked to my doctor who's going to be dealing with the prosthetic mainly. And, you know, we talked and kind of figure out a game plan on when I'm going to be able to get my prosthetic and everything like that, which we're hoping is here in a couple weeks, just depending on how quickly my leg can heal, just the rest of the incisions from the surgery and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to that, as you could probably imagine. It's gonna take me some time definitely to get used to using a prosthetic. So I don't know if there's gonna be videos of that, at least the first couple times using it, but I do think I'm gonna do invite a couple news teams there to kind of record that and do this is where he's at now, this is how he's been healing and everything like that. So 2 weeks ago, I drove out to Elgin, Illinois to do a podcast with a guy named Maximilian. And, you know, I go out there and I kind of had heard a little bit of his story, but he was in the military, and he became a quadriplegic or paralyzed from the neck down at a fairly young age. And, you know, we start talking, and I've never really been around people who've been that badly injured before, so it was kind of new for me, but at the same time it made me aware of, you know, however bad my situation is, which I'm not trying to downplay it, my situation was fairly bad, but there are always situations that can be worse. So it was definitely kind of a breath of fresh air talking to him, and, you know, kind of getting his perspective on life and how he, the name of the podcast is Life to the Max, where, you know, he talks to different people who have been through a lot of different traumatic experiences, and uses those stories to kind of help inspire other people. So it was a really good interview, really good podcast, I think. Then last Monday I was over in Chicago, and I had an interview for Fox 32, which I think went pretty good. I don't really watch any of the interviews. I read some of the articles, but not a whole lot of the interviews. It just feels kind of weird seeing myself on camera on that level. So, you know, let me know what y'all thought of those interviews. I'm still trying to get used to the whole, you know, uploading thing, but also, you know, being videotaped. So it's definitely a new avenue that I'm having to work through. Last week I had some kids and their teacher from South Bend schools come over and kind of do an interview for my story, and they're gonna be doing a little documentary on that, so that's gonna be pretty good. And then a lot of working on my book. I think we're still trying to shoot for the end of May on that, so definitely gonna be a very busy time the entire month of May, because I've got college graduation on the 10th, I've got my 28th birthday on the 28th, I've got the book coming out. I've got just a lot of things and then hopefully on top of that, I'm going to be going through physical therapy to learn how to walk again. So it's definitely going to be a very, very busy time for me. And so one of the biggest things that I've been struggling with over the last 2 months is the phantom pain. And here recently, and in kind of accordance to what my doctor had said, I can slowly start weaning off of it. So I started doing that 2 weeks ago or so. And I'm still getting some phantom limb pain, but the pain has gone down exponentially to where it only hurts maybe once or twice throughout the day, and it's generally a lot more manageable, which is such a good feeling, being able to, just be able to go through my day and not have to worry about how much pain I'm going to be in. So I'm really thankful about that. Something that I have had to learn through this whole experience is learning how to ask others for help, because I'm a very stubborn person. And one of the biggest things is, like, me trying to go shopping is extremely difficult. I was in Walmart the other day, and I had gotten one of those electric buggies from the front because I had to pick up a couple things from Target, and it just died halfway through in one of the aisles, and one of the sales associates had to come bring me a new wheelchair and then drive that one back. So it's definitely something that I never really thought that I'd have to do, but it is something that I am living through, and it is something that is getting easier for me to do day by day. It's still not second nature for me to ask for help, but it is getting better. I have been getting a lot more sleep, which I have definitely needed. My bags are starting to go away, but this week should be... I've got a couple appointments this week and a couple interviews. I think I've got one with On the Road with Steve Hartman. But besides that, this should be a fairly easy week, and I hope you guys have a great week.